In this video, I'll be comparing this Mondragon Sniper and the Selbstlader M1916 Marksman variant to determine which is the best long-range medic weapon in this game and how you should play with it. Starting off, the key advantages of the Mondragon are that it has a higher RPM and slightly less recoil, like side-to-side recoil. The side-to-side recoil doesn't matter too much, but the RPM does matter. The advantages of the Selbstlader is definitely clip size. It has a 26 round mag versus 10 rounds, which have to be loaded individually through stripper clips, which is obviously a huge advantage in the side of the Selbstlader. And then the Selbstlader also has less spread increase per shot. And while this does matter for fighting long range, it won't matter because of how we're going to be using the Mondragon Sniper. I think the Mondragon Sniper is the best long range medic weapon because it has the bipod. The bipods are so effective in Battlefield 1, and they're so easy to deploy. Like, all you have to be is crouched near something or prone, and there's no like animation for deploying, and that's what I think makes the Mondragon Sniper the best long range medic weapon. Using the bipod allows you to shoot very quickly and accurately at range. You don't really have to worry about recoil. You can put 3 shots into people. Both of these guns are going to be a 3 hit at max range, so the damage doesn't matter too much. But you can easily get headshots or just tap people quickly 3 times with the bipod. There's no recoil, no spread or anything. It's very accurate and very easy to do. It's very effective at counter sniping, and I don't necessarily mean playing like a sniper. I mean, like, say you're on the front lines point, and there's snipers on the outside, you can pick them off at range, whereas with other weapons you might struggle to do that. With the Selbstlader, you have to compensate for like recoil and spread, so you have to slow your shots down. You can't shoot as fast as you would like to. And then they have time to get away. With the Mondragon, if your aim is on and you tap very quickly, you can kill them and they don't really have a chance to get away or do anything to like really defend themselves at all. Especially if your first shot is a headshot, you're going to drop them in 2 shots, which can happen pretty much instantaneously, and they're going to be left wondering what happened. I think that killing people quickly is the most important thing in ranged combat, just because, like, one, they can get away very easily at range if you take your time killing them, which is going to happen with the Selbstlader, but also just because you don't want to be worrying about range that much. With the Mondragon, you can just say the sniper irritating, you could quickly kill him and then worry about what's in your immediate area, rather than just scanning for snipers constantly and like taking your time to kill them. You could just quickly kill him and carry on with whatever you were previously doing. Whereas with the Selbstlader, that's going to be a much longer and much drawn out, longer drawn out fight, which really gives this the scout player the advantage, or just other players that are going to push in on you. If you're worrying about the scouts off in the distance, you're likely to die from several different sources. If you are accurate and the sniper doesn't know where you are, or just the enemy player in general, you can start off with a headshot with the Mondragon, and it's going to be a 2-shot that's going to happen pretty much instantly, and it's not going to be a pain at all to do, especially if you're bipoded. The bipod is the key to this setup, I think. The bipod just shuts down everything at range. The Selbstlader does have a larger magazine, which is definitely an advantage, but I don't think it matters too much because you're not going to be fighting that many people at once. I generally play front lines, and not only are there not that many people on the team, but it's very chaotic. And you're just rarely going to have to use all 26 bullets. There's definitely time where you could reload in between, and I think the Mondragon is just fine with 10 rounds. Both of these weapons are very poor up close, and I know this is a video about the best long-range medic rifle, but close range does need to be considered because I don't really think you should just be playing off in the distance and only worry about killing snipers. I just think it's very effective to be able to like have the option to kill snipers at range in your toolbox. But for up close, I definitely think you should equip one of the revolvers and get good at hip firing in up close battles. I don't really aim much in close range battles just because it could be awkward. You just really have to understand how the hip fire works. Basically, the hip fire accuracy is just a circle if you were to connect the outside of all the dashes. So you'd want to put like the top dash on their upper body to maybe their head almost, and so that you can fit as much of their body in the within the circle as possible. Yeah, that's basically all I have to talk about with the revolvers, is just try to put the upper dash on like their upper neck, or like their neck to upper torso area, and you'll probably just naturally, that'll put as much of the crosshair on them as possible, and you won't really have to worry as much. I just aim with my top little dash when I'm trying to hip fire the revolver in close range, and I don't fire it as fast as I can. I do have like a brief pause just to like let the recoil die down and the spread die down. It can get you killed if you don't like have the timing right, but if you have the timing right, you can quick tap 2 people, and you just have to learn how to time the spread. It's not like a huge pause, but there's like a decent pause. As far as gadgets go, I definitely think you should be playing with the revive tool and then the medic pouch. This allows you to heal people at range and on the move. The medic pouch is very effective. Like, you could throw it to people from a very good distance and it'll like automatically get there if you're looking at them. So I definitely think the medic pouch is better than the medic crate. And the syringe is just a no-brainer. You want to be able to revive your teammates for sure and keep up like a presence in the area. I think the Mondragon Sniper is so good because it fits into how the medic should be playing in this game, which is kind of in the back of the pack. Obviously not super far back on the map, but I'm saying like behind your teammates. And being behind your teammates, you're probably going to allow like the assault players to deal with the up-close threats, and then you'll be able to keep them free from like snipers and heavy people at range. So yeah, I definitely think the Mondragon Sniper really just neutralizes snipers and LMG users at range. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you understand why I like the Mondragon Sniper and understand like how I play as the medic and why it's effective for me. You really just want to use the bipod to your advantage as much as possible and kill people at long range just so they aren't hurting your team in any way. They can be really annoying to deal with at range as for most kits, but I really think the bipod and Mondragon really just destroys everything at range. Once you practice with the revolver and get used to aiming with the top dash and you get used to like letting the spread reset for like a brief pause, I think you'll get really good up close with the revolver. I'm very effective up close with the revolver, and I just really like using it at close range. Obviously, like I said, pouch and syringe are the best gadgets to go with. And so yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you learned something useful. Please subscribe for more Battlefield videos.